Hi, everybody. Welcome to Humble George's Desktop. Well, that's not where we're going to stay, but I thought it was so pretty, I just wanted you to see it. Come on, I've been working my fingers to the bone around the clock for the last couple days. I got something I'd like to share with you, show you. Come on, let's go right in here. You ever hear of that place out west called Burning Man? It's on the dry, old lake bottom, I guess. Well, there it is. From many years ago, it's one of the showrooms that you can get. But obviously, we're not here really to look at the showroom. We're here to look at what changes have been done to the car. This, if you remember, this new pack just came out. Well, I didn't try to monkey with their car because, some of them were a little, well, there wasn't a lot to work with. So I took the ACVR pack from a year or two ago, maybe even 2017 by now, and they were a little more robust. So I was able to do some things, add some things to this. Now this, oh, look at the shadows buggered to death. I think we can fix it though. I think we can fix the shadow. But anyway, take a look at some of the updates. Now, we would have had brake calipers on here, but we don't. Reason being is, for whatever reason, when I would put the brake calipers on, the car freaked out. The whole body turned into a fucking porcupine, and it was worthless. So I was able to get the license plate on. That was the last upgrade I was able to do to it. Kind of a pisser, but I guess. Now, that looks to be having a shadow. It does. Has a good old shadow. And take a look at this puppy. You know, you may, well, even if you don't like what I do with the cars, let me tell you something. One hell of a lot of work goes into it. Even placing these Wilwood calipers one at a time. All the numbers, say the thing's laying here on the ground. You've got to number it all the way over to here, number it up to there, and number it inside where it goes exactly. All four of them independently in order to have them so that they work. And if you want to light them up, that's a whole nother ball game. And then we're not going to do that right now because I wanted to. My main concern is this has a nice body shadow. Let's, and it's got some real nice skins. Real nice. Remember, this is the one that didn't handle worth the shit the other day? Well, let me tell you the reason why. It had less to do with the setup particularly, but see these brand new wheels? These were not the wheels that were originally on the car. So that means the specifications of wheels are not the same as what was on the car. So I had to go to the car where I snagged these off of, which was that 66 Corvette, and use the very same numbers internally so that the wheels would then be the right size. That's why we were having these problems with the car. Now the thing is respectable. Now, if things go well, guys, and I'm not just pulling your chain or any of that other happy horse shit, I am thinking seriously of putting out a little pack of these cars so you can get a chance to play with them as well. But let me tell you something, before you even get started, they are extremely high-powered cars, and if you're the type of person who has to put your foot to the floorboard all the time, don't even get the pack, because all you're going to do is frustrate the shit out of yourself. You're going to say they're a piece of shit, and you wish you hadn't got them. That's not how you drive these. You don't drive with your foot to the floor all the time everywhere you go. And you don't run 100% turbo all the time, or you're not going anywhere at all. You have to drive the car. I've said it 100 times if I've said it once. But if you're willing to learn the car, drive the car, and each one is different, as I've told you another 100 times. If you're willing to work with what is here, you can get one hell of a lot of fun and a lot of good out of it. But if you're lazy and just want to fucking hammer it, then go do something else. I mean, don't even bother with these, because all you're going to do is piss yourself off, and you're going to irritate me when you tell me they're a piece of shit, when they're not. But this is a job. I mean, to drive this car properly is a job. Um, it's not impossible anymore, as you're about to see in a few minutes, but it is not. It's not unpredictable now as it was a little bit ago, but it is still a pisser. Now back to where we once were. Let's go take a look at the shadow on this car and see if it doesn't. It doesn't have one. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to grab this one, copy it, and we're going to replace the one on the Challenger, which sucks, obviously, or it doesn't even have it. It does have it, did have it. Now we're putting a new one in there. It looks exactly the same as far as what I can see, but let's see if this makes any difference or not. I don't know where else it would be. I don't remember ever seeing shadows in here, but I guess there could be. I never looked for them on purpose. Let's go. Wait a minute. They might also be in the textures folder. You think? Body shadows. B for body. Look. No, that is the body. Okay. What happens if we don't? Let's go look at the other one. Just bear with me a minute. We're going to get moving here very quick. But this may help you as well. Same deal. But I don't see any body shadows. So we just changed that one thing. Let's see if it makes a difference. Let's just see. I don't know any other way to figure this shit out other than to try it one car at a time. So that's what we're going to do. That one shows it has shadows, but what do we got here? We ain't got shit. All right, hang on. Okay, knucklehead. Shadows. Oh, fuck, there is. Look! Now what the... I'll tell you what, this is fucking weird. You turn the shadows off, and you get shadows. You turn the shadows on, and you ain't got any shadows. Something is really fucking strange. No offense, but it is. And I'll tell you, I was doing flames on this other car. You're not going to fucking believe this. Talk about go out of your effing mind, which is not a far trip for me. But check this shit out. Watch this. Watch. No, wait. Do we have shadows? Well, sparse shadows. But watch what happens when I hit flames. They go the opposite direction. But the good news is the sons of bitches really are coming out the right direction in the game. Now, if you can answer this question for me, I'll be jumping up and down. Because I went out of my... I just fucking went bananas the other day trying to figure out what the fuck happened. You can't imagine the amount of time it takes to get them at the perfect angle. Holy shit, it's a lot of dicking around. To have one update change the fuckers completely, but by the grace of God, they don't do that in the game. They only do it here in the showroom. So it's a fucked up mess. I don't understand it, but that's the way it is. But speaking of not a fucked up mess, this car is awesome. Awesome. It handles good. It's fast. It's got the upgraded wheels. Again, I'm not going to try to fuck with the calipers on a couple of these because I don't want to go through in and out of the editor endlessly. Just we're not going to worry about whether it's not got calipers or not. Piss on it. Life is going to go on. Now, here's the thing. Notice this has a different driver. This has an ACVR driver. Is that? No. Anyway, this guy is different. Wait, if I can get a look at him. He's kind of a cool guy. He's in there. Looks like an Arab or some shit, but he's cool. All right. Well, anyway, and that's another thing. With a mixed match of drivers that you may or may not have, there could be issues with whether you're able to run the pack or not. So I don't know at this stage of the game, but here's what they're going to look like all told. Let's give you this one, and that's not a bad skin. Okay, let's throw another one in there for you. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's do this one. I'll get the hang of this eventually. This you're gonna like. This come out really, really, really nice. I got up at 1 o'clock in the morning and straightened that skin out. That took some time. Now let's go take a look before we get lost in the old proverbial here. But they are beautiful with the big wheels. Absolutely nice. They're real nice. All with plates, all with wheels. Some of the plates are going to be the same, but I could change that. But really, really nice. So, in fact, Eric Wispelway made these for me years ago as a present, which I thought was really nice of him. But I think the language was a little too severe, and Eric just had no interest in the channel after that, which is understandable. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and there obviously are more, but I don't think, well, if I hit the T, I can raise a car up and move a car over and put it back down gently. If you haven't known you could do this, you can. Let's see if I can get it to touch the ground. Oops, digging right in. I'll push it over a little bit more. Now, okay, it's this one. Push that one over a little bit more and bring it down just a whisker. Okay. This way, when we add a couple more cars, there'll be room. All right. Let's add another one. Okay. We do have this one already, don't we? Oh, to mine the Minolta. No. All right. Now this really looks good in black. I'll tell you right now, you ought to see this sucker. Okay. But it does have an oddball issue of when I put the 4 lights in, a couple of the lights are not in the front of the car, which is fucked up. I don't know how to fix that either. But you can not worry about it too extensively. Whoa, 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 come back here. This is what I wanted to grab. No. All right, you're going to fight. Oh, I see what the deal is. All right. Boy, this is fucking weird, I'll tell you. Whatever. Remember, the T is what does that. Okay, well, here's what we got so far. So there's a pretty decent lineup of them. These are the ACVR cars, and they were brought to us by Baza. I'm pretty sure he did all the physics for them, and Small Block Hero, and if there's anybody else I forgot, forgive me because I just simply forgot. And that happens whether you're old or young, shit happens. Let's start taking some of these off because there are other cars that are going to go with us. So let's see what we've got. There's this one. And that's straightened out also because, again, I didn't take into consideration the change of the wheels with the diameter. Now this one, we do have calipers. This one did take to it okay. And they light up, so that's pretty nice. Now a lot of these, because of in and out of the editor, there's no gauges. The gauges don't work, so we're have to deal with it. I can't do things that I don't know how to do, so we're just going to have to do our very best. Best I can tell you. And I have worked on this, and it, where am I? This one. I worked on a skin for this, a racing one today, and it was again very bizarre. In the editor, everything, I mean, you bring it into the showroom like we are right now. So say it has lettering all the way down the side. You go to the skin, you open it up, and the lettering would be reversed on the other side. It wasn't. So I brought it in here, reversed them, and then it was fucked up. So I don't know what has happened with the Assetto Corsa showroom. It is fucking fucked up, trust me. There's no other way to put it other than it's almost unusable. It's real weird. I mean, it's not unusable, but it's not happy. It's definitely not right. Not even close to being right. However it used to be, it ain't that way anymore. I don't know. There's 2 updates just came to the content manager, and it was no blessing to the showroom unless there's stuff that I'm supposed to know how to do, which I don't even know. So I didn't see any instructions for it. So I don't know what should happen or what didn't happen or any of the rest of the crap. So you got me swinging, guys. Now this one obviously is not a car that, and again, don't think that these tires are really this big in game, because they're not. That's another oddball thing. And you can't see any Wilwoods in the back of that, but you can in the front. So don't ask me. That's another oddball thing. But this car I'm not allowed to give out because the owner, as a matter of fact, as soon as I started monkeying with this, he took the son of a bitch right off. Nobody's getting it. I don't know. I didn't mean to do that to everybody. I added these lights and these lights. And no, don't worry. This is really not the way it is in game. It looks really, really good. Because it's one hell of a nice car the way I've got it. Really nice car. I mean, I like to see the headers underneath there. I like to see that stuff. This sucker's wide as a bastard. That's a nice car. Real nice. And yes, we do have flames. The guy's got kind of a funny look to him. I don't know what's going on. Something's up. This has a huge carburetor on it. Look at the size of that fucker. Not a lot of room for it. Keeps the tires warm right next to the headers. There's not a lot of space in there. Ooh, that's one serious engine. Well, I don't know what to tell you. We survived it. I don't see how the hell we really come out of it on top, but it says we did. All right, let's just give it a quick replenish. Again, if you think these are too shiny, they can be adjusted as well. Personal preference. But if you're racing these heavy-duty cars, you're gonna have your hands full until you get used to it. shit. That's a good car. That's a good car. Didn't become airborne. Didn't push down excessively. Those tires are nice. Listen to them. Sounds like wolves behind us. That small black Heroes car all day long. But the engine came out of that 66 Corvette, and so did the wheels. The headers came out of Uncle M's Hemi Dart. The rear suspension came out of the Ford Fairlane. Look at the flames coming out of that Challenger. It has real nice flames. Humble's driving it. Holy crazy, man. Holy shit. Hey, dudes, that is a trip going that fast in a Seto. It really is. I enjoy doing it, but it's different. Pardon me. That Challenger looks nice, though, doesn't it? I mean, there's no way you're going to take the corner as fast as he tried to do it. He damn near made it, though. Almost. think? This is the interesting part, is you may not be running with a whole pack of cars all the time, but there'll be these individual cars that you do run into that you end up with one-on-one races. It's rare to get them all to play nice together where they'll all stay in a pack, because they go apeshit. But if you want to pass, you can. You don't have to sniff ass for 20 miles. You're hoping to get 3 inches farther, closer ahead. You don't need that shit. If you can control the car, you should be able to do it. But it's going to be a tussle, as you see. He's giving me one bastard of a drive. He's a wider car. Stance is better. Of course, he put the rogering to me right there. Now notice those window pillars were not as noxious as before. It's a nice kind of a brushed aluminum look. So many facets to this that is yet to be learned. I don't know, just a wee bit. But it's kind of like a video game, you know? You can't get to the next level till you finish this level. Compared to how I screwed this car up a month or two ago, this is a lot better now. Now, it may be hard to believe, but it is true that the car sound itself has something to do with how fast the car actually is. All right, guys, we know what happened here. Look at it. Look at those flames. Now, if you can see the tips of the mufflers, they're way tucked underneath there. In California, that's the way they run them a lot. Right down, they just zoop them right over the just like this, right over the axle. Come up, dump them right there. Now, why you do that, I don't know, but it's cool. And take a look at the headers, man. This was a job, getting those headers just so. That really took some creative thought, and it was not easy. As I've told you in the past, just to have this engine, which does not come with chrome valve covers or chrome headers, as you can see, here's some of the original color right there. You have to literally cut everything away from the engine except what you want to be chrome, and then chrome it, and then bring it back in and lay it on top of another engine. And you would think it would be easy. It's not easy. It maybe it could be easy, but it's never been easy for me. Let's put it that way. Well, guys, that's the update for now. So there's 8 cars for the pack. Maybe I would add the Roadrunner as well. It's not really the same type of deal. Again, what this car originally came from. This was the Need for Speed car, and I don't want to irritate the original owner or creator of the car. He sees his car out in another pack. Says, "Wait a minute, it's my car. What the f, you know?" And it didn't have this, it didn't have that. How the hell do you get those things on there? Yeah, I don't need it. That's the pisser with the whole thing. Same thing as amazingly, I can hear other people use the music from the showroom in their videos on YouTube. Within seconds of me using any music other than my own, I get a fucking copyright strike. This world has gotten so fucking anal. It is unfathomable. It'll be to where you're sitting in a corner, fucking mumbly pegging your fucking lips, and that's all you're allowed to do. All right, Charlie, you can mumbly peg for 20 minutes, and then Sally's turn. Oh boy, do I get some more medication? Yeah. What the fuck? Don't get me started. This whole day turned out to be fucked up when I watched the news. Holy shit, it gets worse by the fucking second. All right, guys, enough is enough. I'll see what I can do. If you don't see a car pack link with this video, it's because I really wanted to straighten this fucker out. And it right now is a fucking pain in the ass. I mean, this is not a challenge to drive. This is a death trap on wheels. It is, for whatever reason, and I have really labored my ass off to find out the F is wrong with this thing and how to fix it. And so far, no matter what I've tried, has been totally in vain. I mean, it's even cool to have the carbon fiber inserts to here, but don't expect the calipers because, again, the thing's, as Uncle M told me, he says, Humble, that fucking program you're using is one unstable piece of shit. Well, he didn't exactly say it like that. He said it more in an intelligent fashion, but that's pretty much bottom line what he said. You really got to get an updated program, which would mean learning the son of a bitch from scratch. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy it. The time that goes into these is huge. And that's just remodding it. I couldn't imagine doing the whole thing from scratch. So it's no wonder people go out of their fucking mind when they see one of their cars up and they had nothing to do with it. So I don't know. We'll see. But hang in there. Stay healthy. And I'll talk to you later. Humble out. Bye-bye now.